Yo guys, what's going on? Today it's my first Ducati experience ever. It's the Scrambler 2015 model, the 797, and this local dealership in the area, Star Twin, was kind enough to lend me this motorcycle and go for a nice ride. Today I basically want to compare this model to the same engine, the Ducati Monster. Whoa, 797. So the Monster 797 is waiting for me when I return to Star Twin. I'm really curious how they both handle and what the difference between them actually is. I know some of you probably think, yeah, how and why would you compare these models? Some of us might have the luxury to purchase different motorcycles and to own motorcycles in different segments. I don't. So if you, like me, want to go for one type of motorcycle and you're trying to decide if you should go for a Scrambler or the naked model, both different, both characteristic in another way, maybe this video will help you, and let's see how this compares to the Monster. So this is not comparable to anything I've ridden in the past. So let's go. So far it's a little bit vibrating. The engine is it shakes underneath my ass just a little bit, and when revving up it tends to vibrate a little bit harder. This is so different. The riding position on this motorcycle makes it a whole different riding experience. It's pretty comfortable actually to have your hands up pretty high. Feels a little bit chopper style, maybe. That's about full throttle. Need to get used to the different. Oops, what's that? Neutral? Come on. Need to get used to the difference between my MT-09 and the torquiness of that machine compared to the Scrambler. But it's smooth. Woo. Okay, first gear. Let's see how this goes. Fun. As you guys probably know, the Scrambler segment is pretty hot at the moment. Different brands, different types. A lot of the models can be modified quite a bit. I think it's the perfect motorcycle for short trips, trips to the city, showing off a little bit, and comfy rides. Not any highway stuff for this type of motorcycle. Back to second. I think the power delivery, it's very linear. There isn't really a peak in torque, at least not very noticeable for me. Woo! Wow, this feels good. Woo! This is a fun machine. It's just simple, no high-tech stuff, just a bare naked motorcycle. Seat is very comfortable though. I'll show you in a second in the walk around, but it's it's comfy. And I needed to adjust to the vibrations in the beginning. It starts to be an addicting vibration. This nice brawl of the V-twin. Oh, it's good. Woo. This is a smooth engine, man. It really is. It shifts very easy. Oh man, this road is perfect. I've been saying that too many times now, but it truly is. Oh, I'm definitely going back here. Woo! This is just the type of motorcycle you can purchase if you want to go for easy trips, nice and comfortable. Don't plan to go for too many speedy trips. If you are that type of person cruising around the city, this is a perfect motorcycle. But I personally would miss the torquiness that I love so much. But am I having fun? Yeah, I am. And let's go for the monster. Oh, this is different. I just test rode the Scrambler. It's the same engine, but at the same time it feels like a totally different motorcycle. As you guys could see on the Scrambler, the handlebars were pretty high, and this is different. It feels like there's a huge tank in front of me, and I'm leaning over this tank way more than on the Scrambler, of course. And it feels a little bit like I'm falling, tipping over my front wheel. And purely from the riding position only, it's asking me to step on it. The 797 also has the standard exhaust mounted, and it's in my experience, the Scrambler was a little more out there as far as the sound. This engine is totally new. It has about 600 kilometers on it, so that's not too much. Oh, this brake is strong, man. It has these Brembo brakes mounted, and that's where the quality of this thing goes. The fact that is standard on this monster, and they do. Oh, that's a big difference from what I'm used to on the MT-09. I know that I'm already a little bit spoiled with the power and torquiness of the MT-09, but this 797 monster does feel more aggressive than the Scrambler. It's a big difference, man. Yeah, that's a big difference. Or is it just is it in my head? And does it have to do with the riding position, which is more sporty as well? It gives me a feeling that I'm going faster. Not sure yet. And I did really like the riding position of the Scrambler, I must say. It was very comfortable, and this is a much more sporty riding position. And the seat is pretty hard. Maybe it's just the way I'm sitting at this seat at the moment. Let's scoop back a little. My legs though are tucked in the tank pretty comfortably. This is that's a good feeling. But the seat, it's a little bit too hard to my opinion. And if I remember correctly, I think the amount of horsepower is comparable to the amount of horsepower on the MT-07. Maybe it's because it's a lighter machine and the engine is designed a little bit different. And maybe it's because I got spoiled by the MT-09. Oh man, this thing behaves good in corners. Nice, man. This feels good. I do have to admit that this ride is a little bit more exciting than my ride on the Scrambler. It's another experience. Still, the way the power is being delivered is very smooth and linear as well. Of course, it's the same engine. So Again, don't expect one point where the peak of the power is. It's just smooth accelerating. Oh, yeah, this is asking me to go for it, man. Handles good in corners. Okay, let's try to come with a conclusion after comparing both the Scrambler to the Monster 797. Purchasing a motorcycle in this particular price range, and you want to go for a Ducati. Of course, there are many other brands out there, but the emotion and quality that this brand brings speaks for itself. But if you have one shot at purchasing either a Scrambler or a Monster, it would really depend on the type of trips you are planning to make. If you have already decided you want to go for the Ducati in this CC range, 800-ish, but you are second guessing if you want to go for the Scrambler or the Monster, this is pretty much how I feel about it. If you want to have a more speedy sensation and you like cornering as much as I do, I think you do want to go for the Monster. It does give you the better speed sensation, and it feels like it's a little bit faster. It's more sporty to ride. Riding position is in a way that it asks you to push it a little bit. If you are okay with rides through the city and you are not really looking for torquing, revving and throwing this thing in corners all of the time, the Scrambler is actually a very comfortable motorcycle, and it looks pretty good. I like the segment. Personally, I wouldn't go for it as my only motorcycle. It would be great to have it on the side, but that's a luxury. For me it is. So far, sticking to the naked models. It's starting to rain. I'm returning this machine. Thanks a lot, Star Twin. Really looking forward to return to your shop for another experience. That's one way to end the trip. Ending my test ride in lightning. Woo!